So this video will be about identifying the trend and how to identify the trend using market direction with our EMAs. So firstly, before we dive into the EMAs, it's important to note that to identify market trend, you need to look at what the market is doing. So for example, if I start here and I take my mouse and I drag my finger up, I can see that's a high point, that's a low point, high point, low point, high point, low point, high point, low point, lower point, lower low, lower high. So how I started doing this when I was teaching myself how to trade was quite simple. I was taking the arrow tool and I basically used to draw it out from the bottom of the week to the top of the week, just like I'm doing here, right? I'll show you a little trick. After all, you guys, did sign up for this course to see the market the same way I see it. So now you'll know how. So I used to do this. Okay, so just set something up here. Okay, so what I used to do when I struggled to see the market, I used to use the arrow tool, right, which is also here in your toolbox, and I just used to draw from week to week, low to high, just so I could see what the trend was showing me. So when you have your symbol description on like this, and you click this little eye icon, just look what happens. Boom. So all the candles just disappear, and I now can see easily what type of market I'm in and what to transition into. So if I should label these points over here, that, so these are what you call swing points. Okay, so if I should label them, this over here is known as the following. It's high low point. This over here, it's high. So that's high. That's high. That's high. That's also high. Okay, quite easy. You can see over here, that's high low. That's high low. Let's actually move this down. This over here is exactly the same as this one. So this is just known as high, right? Because it's not a higher low because it's almost the exact same as this level. But now this is where the tricky part comes in. Well, not the tricky part, but this is where you need to understand how the market moves, because this is what's going to help you see exactly what the market's about to do. So these are higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, a high, and then this is an interesting one we have here. This one is known as it's a low high, okay? Oopsie daisy. So it's a low high. Then what is this over here called? If this is a low high, when you look at the previous valley, these are valleys, the points are peaks. This would then be it's a lower low. This over here. That's a high high. This is still a low high. Because if you take away, or you put the candles back, you'll be able to see that this is actually what is known as a head and shoulders pattern. Left shoulder, right shoulder, the head, and the market then fell, came up, and then formed the low high, and then we had the bearish engulfing, where now the market is going south. So this is how you would help yourself see the market clearly, by using the arrow, drawing from week to week, taking the candles away just like that, and then you'll be able to see structure clearly, and you'll be more confident while you're trading. So guys, this is it for the video of identifying trend. Sorry, let me show you how to place your EMAs. Last part before we end this video. So for the EMAs, you'll do the following. Right click, you'll go to insert indicator, and then over here you'll just type the word expo. Here we go, moving average exponential. Add it once, there's the email there. Add another one. Cool. So add two, then you close it, then you'll click on this little cogwheel settings button. You'll make it 8. The style will then be blue, that blue over there. Say okay, click at the bottom one. This one you'll make red, and the inputs here are 18. So you're using 8 and 18, and let me not disturb this. So as you can see, if you go back, whenever the red is above the blue, the market is bearish, and then when the red is underneath the blue, the market is bullish. So the EMAs help you a lot. I mean, don't use the EMAs to trade only, or place a trade based just on EMAs, but it really helps you see what way the trend is going. So here, before we even use the EMAs, we could see we were making high highs and higher lows, and we were in a bullish market. But as well as the EMAs confirm it, we had the crossover there, and then we had the candles basically respecting the blue EMA and the red EMA. Red at the bottom, and then when we made that lower low, the EMA is then crossed over. It's hide that. There you go. You can see the EMA is crossed over to the downside, forming the lower low. So if you missed that settings, just go into the video or pause the video. So 8 is blue, and your red is 18. So guys, that's it for identifying the trend. I'll see you guys on the next video.